Assalamu alaikum. I am Kaji Mohammad Nafiz Fuad, ID 2025196011. As the part of the course CSC 596, IT Project Management and Entrepreneurship, I am presenting a paper titled The Impacts of Reward Structures on Multi-Team System-Based New IT Product Development, which is published in IEEE Transaction on Engineering Management by 2025. First comes the presentation roadmap. First, the introduction. I will say about the research motivation and the problem statement. After that, for the background study, we will study some literature review about existing approaches. Third one is the conceptual framework that has been proposed by the authors. Fourth one, the methodology they have used for proving the conceptual framework they already proposed. And in the fifth, the findings they have found throughout the methodologies researches. And in the sixth, the conclusion, the summary, limitation, and the future works will be described. First comes the introduction part, the research motivation. Mainly there are three research motivations here. The new day, the digital age, the new IT products are increasingly complex, and day by day the complexity is increasing, so it can't be delivered by a single team, so the development requires multiple specialized teams. So the coordination is very important between these specialized team. So but there is a problem, the coordination failure is very common in practice nowadays. So what can be the problem in the product development? Like many teams are working together for a local success, local goals, but from that all the local goals, all that connects to a single vision, company's vision or a system goal. But for their intercommunication or coordination, poor communication and coordination, that can be a overall project failure or system breakdown. So here comes the reward structures matter. It can be possible solution for that increasing of team coordinations. If the after some comprehension or the complete of the project, better performance, the reward can be produced by the company, recognizing the value of their teammates. It can boost up their behavior, performance, spirits. And here comes the background study or the literature review. In the existing approaches, there are mainly three parts. First one, researching about the individual level reward. Like as an example, in simple word, we can say that one person is working on a single project. If he completes the project, he will get a bonus. This kind of research is the individual level reward approaches. Second one is a single team reward approaches. Like many members are working in a single team. The team is working over a project. After completion of the project, a shared reward will be given to them, and the reward will be distributed among all the members of the team. And the third approach is the multi-team system. But in the multi-team system development, the researches already exist. Only studies about their communication, leadership, coordination processes, their interdependence or the goal hierarchy, but doesn't talk about the hierarchical reward system or task system. So we can identify there are mainly two research gaps. First one, the reward search only focuses on standalone or the teams based, and another one, multi-team research already that exists only talk about the team coordination, leadership, or this kind of skills, not talk about the reward system. So this study integrates the reward system, task characteristics, also the team coordination of the multi-team system. So we get three research questions. First one, how should rewards should be structured in multi-team system? Second one, do shared system level rewards always improve the team coordination? Third one, how to do the task characteristics shape reward effectiveness? So from that research question, we got our problem statement, also our objective. Problem statement can be how reward structure influence the team coordination in multi-team IT development. It is very unclear from the existing approaches. So the objective is to analyze the effects of reward structure on inter-team coordination under different task conditions. So first we need to know what is multi-team system. Multi-team system can be defined as two or more than two interdependent teams are working. Like as a simple example, we can say that a company has also a development team, marketing team, sales team, but they are interdependent on each other for the system level goal. That is called the multi-team system, interdependent on each other, but they have their own local goals, but they all are interconnected to the system level or the highest higher level goals. So we need to know the key characteristics of the multi-team systems. There can be different in expertise, role, priorities, like someone can be manager, someone developer, someone salesperson, someone marketing person. Their work outputs are tightly independent to each other. So goals, to achieve the goals and requirement is very important for the system level um, achieve achieving the goals. But the problem is this today these IT projects are increasingly becoming more and more complex. So the challenge comes through. So the most important thing is the inter-team coordinations. It enables the information sharing between across the team, which continue the alignment and synchronization of the activities and directly influences the system level performance by achieving the local goals, which leads to the better overall project outcomes. So, what is the scope of the research paper? The challenges of the multi-team coordinations. The challenges can be information silo across the teams, very difficult to share the information across their team boundaries, and the misaligned priorities or incentive can demotivate the team spirits, and high coordination can cause overtime. So we here seeing the traditional views of the reward structures. First one is the individual based rewards. Second one is the team based or shared reward. We eventually already know about them, the individual based and the team and shared based. So, but the paper here prepares the audience for a new perspective with the combination of the task based, also the reward hierarchical based for the team coordination. So here is the whole view of the scope that from the local goals to system or global level goal, the team goals and system goals are coexisted or interdependent. So the incentives can target the teams and the overall system can perform more better with the rewards. But if the misalignment happens on the reward system, it can weaken the coordination, which will lead to failure, and the team can't reach the success. Okay, now we want to know if we want to go further, we need to know about the how many tasks are described here. Firstly, the tasks are divided into two parts. First one is the IT novelty, second one is the IT compatibility. The words IT novelty easily can be understand, the words that are novel, that not been ever seen before. If someone sees an opportunity, it will develop to a concept and design, develop fully new concept, novel. This kind of task is called IT novelty responding tasks. Second one is the IT compatibility building task. Like already there is a solution or a software is there, but there can be a hardware solution or software solution like operating system, browser, version, device update, etc. etc. This kind of task is called IT compatibility building task. This is the second type in the described in the paper. And now we are going to know about the reward system. Tasks are two types, novelty and compatibility. Rewards are also two types, component based and the system based. Already we talked about that. First one is the team based. The team is working for a local goal. If they complete the goal, they will get a shared reward, and the reward will be distributed among the team members. Second one is the system based reward. If a company achieved a vision or a system level, higher level goal, a single reward will be given, and that reward will be shared by all the teams, not all the members. Among all the teams will be shared their reward. So the main scope of the paper, why won't one reward structure work for all the IT tasks? Because the tasks are different. Some are novelty tasks, some are compatibility tasks. If we use a single one reward structure, it will lead to the failure. So ignoring task characteristics leads to the mismatch incentives or poor inter-team coordination, which leads to whole company or project failure. That's the main scope of the research paper. So from the scope, they have built a task reward feed logic that they will propose a nobility task based reward, and second is competitive task based reward system. So here comes the methodology. They have proposed a simplified research framework. After task characteristic defining and second one is reward structure defining, they will combine them and research about the inter-team coordination uh, performance on that. This is the simplified version of their new research framework. So from the framework, they have proposed mainly four hypotheses. In the first hypothesis, they have proposed that component team-based rewards positively influence the inter-team coordination. Second one is the system-based or shared single reward will positively influence the inter-team coordination. And the third and fourth moderation hypothesis, like a IT nobility task will strengthen the effect of component team-based rewards. And the hypothesis 4 is IT competitive-based task strengthen the effect of system-based rewards on inter-team coordinations. They are the moderation. The main hypotheses are hypothesis 1 and hypothesis 2. So summary of the hypothesis 1 and 2 are one is the component team based will boost the inter-team coordination. Second is one single system based reward will boost the inter-team coordination. And 3 and 4 are task based. The nobility task will moderate H1. The compatibility task will moderate the H2 hypothesis. So in the methodology we are here for uh, for uh, for prove their proposed framework, they have did a sequential mixed method research design. One is qualitative and one is the quantitative. In the qualitative, they have did the exploratory interviews with the managers. They have already worked on this kind of projects. In the quantitative study, they have used the survey method. It is the theory building method. They are in the conceptual framework. They have already proposed. So first come the quantitative method. They have did a 16 in-depth 16 minutes interviews with the IT expert managers. We already did this kind of multiple IT development project who are responsible for inter-team coordination. They in the interview they have already been asked about the team coordination, how the team work, dependency, intercommunication, conflicts, about the task characteristics, how the work involve like innovation, integration, degree of uncertainties, change, and the reward structures. How teams are evaluated their performance, what will be the incentive, what will be their rewards, and what will influence their behavior afterwards. And for these 16 interviews, there are mainly main three things were found out that the IT tasks are differently fundamental with the uncertainty and interdependence between the team coordination. Second one, the coordination is the critical, very critical link with the reward system and the performance of overall project. Third one, the reward structure is multi-team systems are hierarchical, not a single based system level. So from these 3 points, we have the conceptual 3-4 hypothesis H1, H2, and H3, H4, and the task reward feed logic also came from these interviews ideas. Second comes the quantitative design. The quantitative hypothesis testing has been done with the surveys. They used 104 multi-team IT project surveys for this hypothesis testing. There were questions in the survey about design to measure reward to structure, task characteristics, inter-team coordination, system level performance. In the findings of the survey, they have found out hypothesis 1 is correct or supported by the 104 multi-teams, and hypothesis 2 about the system-based reward is not supported. And the task characteristics about the nobility and compatibility task of hypothesis 3 and 4 both are supported. So hypothesis 2 is not supported. And the measure of the and the analytical approaches were also done by establishing prior assumption and validation in the interviews. As we already seen that hypothesis 1 is supported, 2 is not supported, and 3 and 4 are supported. And also for the analytical approach, they have used the PLS systematical estimation measure for hypothesis testing on the service results. So first we need to see the proposed new research framework, another version which has been connected with the hypothesis. The reward system are connected with the H1 and H2 hypothesis, and the task-based IT nobility and compatibility are connected with the H3 and H4 hypothesis. This is the whole version of their new research framework proposed. So the whole inter-team coordination performance has been measured with the rule of interaction equal to reward into task characteristics. So means the combination of reward system and the task characteristics will influence the inter-team coordination that will overall impact the new product development performance. So after standardization of the survey results from +1 to -1, they have put at the equation with the hypothesis results. They have seen that the component team-based rewards have the value of 0.275, and the system-based rewards have only 0.005. So if the interaction path is coefficient is not significant, we can just statistically ignore that, so that the system-based rewards is kindly ignored here, and the result shows that the component team-based reward really influence the inter-team coordinations very positively. So from the interview results and survey structural equation measures results, we found the main result is that the hypothesis 1 component team-based reward positively affect the inter-team coordination, but the hypothesis 2 system-based or a single reward for whole company doesn't show any significant or direct effect on the team coordination. So here we are the discussion part. After the results we got, so why the moderation results show that the task characteristics really matter? Why the task characteristics matter? Like why one reward system is working for the nobility works, why can't it work for the compatibility task? So team-based rewards are most effective for innovation task focus, while the system-based rewards work on when integration demands are high. This is one of the most strongest contribution they have found out throughout the qualitative and the quantitative research. So the null effect of the system-based rewards is very highlighted, because why didn't the system-based rewards improve the coordination? Mainly there are three reasons why it didn't improve the coordination. First one, diffusion or responsibility across the team. The responsibility is divided into many teams, so inter-coordination challenge is very high. Ambiguity about the coordination ownership. So whom to ambiguate, or the ownership of the coordination, who will control it or leading the whole teams. And third one, reduce team level accountability. If many teams are working together, who to account for a failure? Also, beside the qualitative and quantitative research, they have shown a mediating mechanism of the inter-team coordination with the overall whole project performance. They have shown that the component team based with the inter-team coordination, and the system-based rewards with the inter-team coordination. Also, the graph shows that when it is about the CTBR, means component team-based reward system, the inter-team coordination will be increasing. When the system-based reward, it will be decreasing. And so overall from the paper, the key findings summary are: the component team-based rewards improve the team coordination, system team-based rewards effective for integration tasks but not good for whole overall team coordination improvement. Third one, the coordination mediates between the reward and the performance. So the key contribution of the research among the existing literatures, so it extended the reward theory to multi-team system. It introduced a task configured reward system with a separated noble work, compatibility work, and also it highlighted the coordination, team coordination as the central mechanism to reward task with the overall project performance measurement. So, in the conclusion part, we can say that the paper has shown reward must be aligned with the as the task has demand, and the coordination is a mechanism, not a byproduct. And the limitation can be said as only this study mainly focuses on the IT project development, not any other projected, and the surveys and the interviews only done among the managers that has reported the measures. The future research can be, it can not only focus on the ID project, it can also study on the dynamic tasks like that changes over time and explore hybrid reward systems and extend the findings to non-IT settings also. Thank you very much again for listening to the whole presentation.